Hello, so now we'll be starting with word formation, which is a very easy topic. Okay, so let's just get right into it. What do you do? Why do you have this topic in the first place? Basically, the whole point of having this topic is just to check the ability of students in word building. Just not world building, word building, right? Like I've written here, just to see if you can build words, if you can form words, just how the word, how the name says, word formation, just to see if you can form words, or if you can find out if which all words can be formed using what all. So I will we don't have any theory, no theory at all. It's just questions, so we'll just discuss lots and lots of questions. Okay, so let's move on to our examples. Select the word which cannot be formed using the letters of the given word. Portfolio. Okay, now you need to select the word that cannot be formed using the letters of this word. You have four options. Okay, so which cannot be formed using the letters of the given word. Basically, if you look at all the letters of portfolio, there is some word here which cannot be formed. So basically, look at the words and see if there is any letter which is not present in portfolio. Do you see portico here? C. Is C present in portfolio? No. So portico is your answer. It's as simple as that, right? And you can just cross check. Baki sab R, I, F, T, O, R, F, all of these are present here. So it's just portico, right? It's as simple as that. Okay, moving on. Choose the word which can be formed from the letters of the given word only once, right? So it's everything revolves around formation, but it is important that you read the questions very carefully, because some of the questions might ask you for words which cannot be formed, and some other questions might be about questions that can be formed. So make sure you read the questions very carefully. Okay, you need to choose the word which can be formed from the letters of the given word only once. So the word here is preparation. Okay, so let us go one by one. Pamper. Pamper cannot be formed from preparation. Why? Because there is an M here. So not this. Repeat. Can repeat be formed using the letters only once? Yes. No, wait, no. Because here you only have one E, but in repeat you have two E's. So no, that's a no. Parrots. Can parrots be formed? Yes. So yes, parrot is the word. Now we'll just cross check with partition. Can partition be formed? No. Why? Because partition has two T's, right? But here you only have one T. What do we mean by the letters of the given word only once? Basically, you can use the letter only once. So for writing partition, if you take a P, then you need to cut this P. You cannot use the P again. You take an A, you cut this A. You take an R, you cut this R. You take a T, you cut this T. You take an I, you cut this I, you take another T, now you don't have a T, right? Because you've already used this T. This is what we mean by only once, okay? So that doesn't work. Now, how many English words can be formed with the letters O, E, H, M using each letter only once? Okay, now the thing that you need to notice here is it says English words. You can form, to look at how many combinations of OEHM you have, you use permutations and combinations in maths, right? But that's not what we're looking at. We need to see how many English words can be formed. Basically what we mean is meaningful English words. We need to find that. So let's just write it here, OEHM. So we'll do one thing, let's just fix O first, and we can keep changing EH and M. So OEHM is not a meaningful word. OHEM, OHEM is not a meaningful word. OME is not a meaningful word. What else do we have? OHME is not a meaningful word. OMHE is not a meaningful word. So none of these work. Now let us do one thing. Let's fix E. Just give me a second. Yeah. So if you fix E here, if you fix E here, you can just keep changing all other words. So OEHM does not work, we know. So here we have already tried OEHM, it does not work, right? So now HEMO does not work. What else can you possibly try? HEMO does not work. MEHO does not work. HEOM does not work. Does this remind you of something? HEOM, home. Home can actually be formed from these letters, and home works, okay? But yeah, nothing else works. Home doesn't work, meho doesn't work, hemo doesn't work. And just you just know by intuition that nothing is going to work, right? So mio doesn't work. So all of these, so you just see, even you don't have to sit and try writing all of this down by intuition. Just try what words can you possibly make with OEHM. Home is the only possible um combination of an English word, right? Because nothing else can be formed. Moe, meho, heo, nothing works, right? So actually, the answer is one. If you want, you can just sit and try it for everything, but it's a waste of time. So yeah, I took you through some examples just to show you how you had to. The process of trying to find all the combinations, it's basically just fix one, like we did here. First fix O and then change everything else, right? And then have that with the second letter, and then the third letter, and then the fourth letter. Okay, so but yeah, it's not necessary for you to do it, because you know, right? For OEH, that's the only thing. Then there might be hemo, but hemo is not a word, so you know nothing else is going to work. It's not a huge word, it's a very small word, right? So that's easy. Okay, moving on. Find the word which cannot be formed by using the letters of the given word, using each letters only once. Now here again, be very careful. What we have been asked for is cannot be formed. Okay, so now contemporary. Parrot. P-A, you have two R's, you have O, you have T, not this. Company, you have C, you have a C, you have an O, you have M, you have P, you have A, you have N, you have Y, not this. Carpenter, you have C, you have A, you have R, you have P, you have E, you have N, you have T. You do not have a second E, right? So carpenter seems to be the right answer, because in carpenter you need two E, but in contemporary you only have one E. Prayer, can it be? You can just cross check with prayer. Prayer also works, because there is a P, there is a R, there is a, there is a Y, there is a E, there are two R's, right? So that's not an issue. So it's carpenter. Paraphernalia, ear, you have EAR, so it's not ear. Nail, you have NALE, so it's not nail. A raper, you have RAPER, not this. Hall, HAL, this is the answer. Why? Because you need two L's for H. Sorry, you need two L's for hall. You only have one L here. Only one L. So you know that is the reason, right? So these are, see, you would have noticed, you would have understood by now how easy these questions are, right? So it's very simple. Choose one word which can, so that's why I've given you different types of questions. So some of them will be which can be formed, which cannot be formed, things like that. You might even be given some figures. We'll also do some questions with some figures. Okay, choose one word which can be formed from the letters of the given word, using each letter is only one. So here it can be formed. So when you do questions of word formation, what is important is that you read the questions carefully. Okay, because you might mix up between can and cannot. Make sure you don't do that, especially since this is an easy topic. Okay. Immediately. Diameter, you have D-I-A-M-E, you do not have an R, so not this. Dictate, you don't have a C, so not this. Limited, L-I-M-I-T-E-D, this works. Dialect doesn't work because you don't have a C here, so limited is the answer. Okay. Environment. Okay. Eminent. So let's start with eminent. EMINENT works. It can be formed, right? So just cross check me just one or two, just to make sure that those are not right. So entrance, can entrance be formed? ENTR, you don't have an A, so no. Entertain, you don't have an A, so again no. Movement, you need two M's for movement, you only have one M, so again it's a no. So eminent is the right answer. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this is the question with figures that I told you about. You don't have to be scared seeing figures, it's very easy. Okay, insert a letter which completes both the words given below. So just go one by one. Is it tele? No. Kya, tele, these are not meaningful words. Is it L? Yes. Tell, clear, both of these are meaningful words. So this, is it A? No. Tella, khaya, no, not meaningful. Telt, KTR, again, not meaningful. So, none of these work, right? So that's it. Okay, right. So moving on. Moving on to our next question. Here again, you just have to guess what letter is going to work here. Just it's very simple. Is it kidney? No, it's not meaningful. Kidney? No. Kidney? No. Kidney? Yes. Right. Kidney makes sense. So that's the answer. It's very simple. Even if there are figures, it's going to be very simple. Okay. Which word cannot be formed by using the letters of distribution? This is the previous year question 2020. Okay. What word can you not form by using the letters of distribution? Okay, trust. Let's see. TRUST. No. Situation. SITUA. Right. You do not have an A. You don't have an A in distribution, so it's situation. Baki sab you have tuition, disturb, all of these works, right? So here you don't even have to cross check because you know for sure that there is no A in distribution. So obviously has to be situation, right? Find the word which cannot be made from the letters of the given word. This is a 2019 question. Clip, CLIP, can be made, not this. Pure, PURE, no. Ankle, there is no K, so it is obviously ankle, right? So see, these questions are very simple, right? Some more examples. Estrange. Again, it's the same thing. See, all of these are actually in 2019. A lot of questions were asked from the same. A lot as in 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4, I think even 5 questions were asked from this under the same question. That is, find the word which cannot be made from the letters of the given word. So it applies to these also. Okay. So estrange. Generate. GENERATE works, not the sergeant. SERGEANT works, no. Reagents. REAGENTS, no. Great. GREAT. Okay, here actually everything works. So then in that case, the thing is, see, in the question they have only said which cannot be made from the letters, but all of these can be made from the letters of the given word, right? So what do you do in that case? In that case, you look at whether how many times you need to use the letters. So for example, if you were to look at generate, estrange from generate, right? So in generate you have 3 E's, but in estrange you only have 2 E's. So it cannot be made using the letters only once, right? So I mean, they've not mentioned it in the question. Ideally they have to mention it, but if they don't and you don't get any answer, then you know that is what you're going to look at. So just see if you can make the word using the letters only once. Okay, in generate you need 3 E's, so you need 3 E's, but in estrange you only have 2 E's, so generate is the answer. Okay, hope that's clear. Administrator. Admit. ADMIT. No. Nest. Nest is the answer because there is no E in administrator. Right? Baki sab works. Manta. MANTA. Road. ROAD. All of these work. Next. This is the last question we have under word formation. Socialization. Scout. SC, there is no U. Very simple, right? So since there's no U, this is the answer. Do you want to cross check? You can cross check. So if it's class, CLASS, all of these hold. Liaison. So just check all of these letters hold. You don't even have to cross check because these are fairly easy questions. You can't really mess up, right? Just check again if U belongs to this. U does not belong. So you know that's it. It's as simple as that. Okay. So we're done with word formation.